and welcome back to my channel 5 Minute Economics, where I teach economic concepts in a span of just 5 minutes. So today's topic is recent government schemes, that are those schemes which have been launched by the government in the year 2020, and quite often these are asked in UPSC examinations which are very close, as well as other competitive examinations, and today I'll be talking about 5 of them. So yeah, let's get started. So the first scheme which I'll be talking about is the National Digital Health Mission, and it aims to promote a complete digital health ecosystem. So it was launched just very recently, that is on the 74th Independence Day on 15th August 2020. It comes under the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. The aim of the scheme was to promote a complete efficiency and transparency and effectiveness in the healthcare system. It is a part of the National Digital Health Blueprint, and it is implemented by the National Health Authority. It can be used as an app or a website. It has been pilot launched in the Union Territories, that is Leh Ladakh and Daman and Diu. So moving further to the key features of the scheme, number 1 being Health ID. So every individual will be assigned a unique ID, and basically it will be a repository of all health related information of the Indians. Health providers like hospitals, labs, insurance companies, and even online pharmacies will be expected to register. Secondly, Digi Doctors. So doctors are expected to enroll, and they will be given digital signature so that they can give online prescriptions. Next, Personal Health Records. So basically individuals can manage their health records from anywhere if they are registered with this scheme. And lastly, Health Facility Registry, that is all hospitals will be expected to register as long as with the services they provide. So the next scheme which I'll be talking about is Swamitwa, that is Survey of Villages and Mapping with Improvised Technology in Village Areas, which was launched on the National Panchayati Raj Day, that is 24th April 2020, under the Ministry of Panchayati Raj. It aims to bring financial stability to the citizens of rural India. It has been implemented in 6.62 lakh villages, and the pilot phase will cover 6 states, that are Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Karnataka and Haryana. So moving to the key features of this scheme, it aims to map residential land ownership in the rural sector using modern technology like use of drones. It will also empower the rural population with grants and official documents related to their land, which will reduce the property related issues and legal cases. Under this scheme, the mapping will be done in a phase-wise manner from 2020 to 2024. So our next scheme is the Garib Kalyan Rozgar Abhiyan, which was launched on 20th June 2020 by the Prime Minister of our country in the wake of the global pandemic, that is the COVID-19 crisis. The main objective is to provide livelihood opportunities to the migrants who had returned from the cities which were affected by COVID-19, as well as to the villagers who were equally affected by this crisis. It is a campaign for 125 days in 116 districts and 6 states, which are Bihar, UP, MP, Rajasthan, Odisha and Jharkhand. It is a one-time scheme. The main aim is to provide livelihood opportunities through creation of panchayat, bhavans, roads, housing, anganwadis and community complex, basically to utilize the skill and talent of the migrants and of the people and human resources. And it is a project worth 50,000 crores, and it will help in the economic recovery by basically augmenting the income of these people. Our next scheme is National Recruitment Agency, which was launched in August 2020. So what is NRA? It is a testing agency who conducts CET, that is a common eligibility test for non-gazetted group B and C. CET will cover recruitment exam for Railway Recruitment Board, Institute of Banking Personnel Selection, as well as the Staff Selection Commission. The government has sanctioned a huge amount of 1515.57 crores for this scheme, and CET is held twice a year for graduate 10th as well as 12th pass level. It is conducted in 12 major languages in approx 1000 centers. Moving further to the need of NRA, that is why do we need NRA? So basically at present there are several examinations held by multiple recruitment agencies. Candidates which are 2.5 to 3 crore in number, they apply for vacancies of just 1.25 lakh. In fact, candidates, they have to pay fees multiple number of times, and women, especially in the rural areas, they face a lot of constraint because they have to travel a lot to give the examination. However, NRA will bring state-of-art technology and best practices to central government recruitment. There won't be any clashing examinations, and the financial burden on the people will also be less, since they don't have to apply multiple number of times. There will be multiple centers in rural areas as well, so that people can easily give the examination. However, NRA is just basically for central government recruitment, and states have different agencies. MP, that is Madhya Pradesh, is the first state to adopt the score of NRA. So the last scheme which I'll be talking about is the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Ann Yojana, which was launched in the wake of COVID-19 crisis on 26 March 2020. It comes under the Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution. It aims to ensure that the poorest of the poor of our country doesn't sleep hungry. It covers around 80 crore individuals, which is roughly about 2/3 of our population. The main feature is that it provides 5 kg of rice or wheat depending on the regional preference per person, and 1 kg of dal to each family holding a ration card. And the amount for the scheme initially was 1.70 lakh crores for the months of April to June. However, it has been extended till the month of November, and now an additional amount of 90,000 crores will be implemented. And lastly, just to tell you, it is the world's largest food security programs. So thank you so much guys for watching. Do share it with those who are preparing for UPSC, and do give it a like and subscribe to my channel, and hope to see you in the next video pretty soon.